Good morning, students. Today we will start chapter 7, Formation of a Company. In previous chapter we have discussed the company form of business organization. Let's have a quick recap. What is company? A company is an association of persons formed for carrying out business activity and has a legal status independent of its members. A company can be described as an artificial person having a separate legal entity, perpetual succession, and a common seal. We also know that the capital of the company is divided into smaller parts, which is called shares. The shareholders are the owners of the company. We have also discussed the limitations of the company. Do you remember? The first and foremost limitation of the company is complexity in formation. The formation of the company requires huge formalities, greater time, efforts, and extensive knowledge of legal requirements and procedures involved. So, in this chapter, we will discuss in detail the stages required in the formation of a company and also the steps required to be taken in each stage. So, here we will discuss the stages of the company formation. First is promotion, second is incorporation, and third is subscription of capital. But in a private company, it has to complete only the first two stages, that is promotion and incorporation. So, first is promotion. What is promotion? Promotion is the first stage in the formation of the company. It involves conceiving a business idea and taking an initiative to form a company so that the practical shape can be given. So, promotion is the discovery of business opportunities and organizing of funds, property, and management ability into business concern for the purpose of making profit. Promotion also means the establishment of business into reality. So, here the question arises, who is the promoter? The person who performs all the tasks during the promotion stage is known as promoter. In other words, you can also say that the persons who perform the work of promotion and bring an enterprise into existence are known as promoters. It must be noted that the promoter can be an individual, firm, or a company. So, a promoter is an entrepreneur or businessman who gives birth to a business concern. A promoter is neither an agent nor a trustee of the company. Next topic is function of promoters, or you can also say that the steps involved in the promotion stage. It is a very important topic. So, we will discuss one by one what is the first function of the promoter. Identification of business opportunity. The process of the formation of a company begins when promoter identifies a business opportunity or an idea. So, promoters have to discover a business idea. It may be about a new line of the business or the expansion of an existing business. Second function is feasibility studies. It may not be feasible or profitable to convert all the identified business opportunities into real projects. So, this process involves the evaluation and analysis of the potential of the proposed projects. There are three types of feasibility studies. First is technical feasibility. Sometimes what happens, the business idea is favorable, but technically it may not be possible to implement the idea. So, here the promoters have to ensure the project is technically possible, such as availability of raw material, infrastructure, adequate technology, etc. Second is financial feasibility. As you know that every business activity requires fund. If the project requires large funds which cannot be raised within the available means, it's better to stop the project. For example, one may have an idea to urbanize the rural area, but the funds required to carry out this idea are so huge that it may not be converted into action plan. due to financial unfeasibility. Third is economic feasibility. We all know that the businessmen prefer to carry on with the ideas which are profitable. So, even if the project is technically and financially feasible, but it may have poor profitability, so that the promoters have to take expert advice. Only when the above feasibility studies give positive results, the promoters can launch the new project. Next function is name approval. The promoters have to select a name for the company, and it should not be identical or same to an existing company. It is necessary for every company to get its name approved from the registrar so that it does not match with any other company's name. For this, 3 names are given to the registrar. The registrar approves the name if it is not identical with any other existing company. Fourth function is fixing up of signatories to the memorandum of association. Promoters have to decide the people who will be signing the memorandum. Usually, the people who sign the memorandum are also the first directors of the company. Promoters also take their written consent to act as directors. Fifth function is appointment of professionals. Promoters are entitled to appoint professionals like mercantile bankers, auditors, etc. to assist them in the formalities of registration of the company. Bankers are appointed to have smooth financial dealings. Last function is preparing necessary documents. Promoters are bound to prepare necessary documents for registration such as memorandum of association, articles of association, prospectus, list of directors, etc. These documents will be discussed in the next class. So, it's all for today. Thank you.